What's up, everybody? Keith Mitchell here from the Outerhaven, and we've made it to 2019, a brand new year. A lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening. A lot of games are be coming out. Of course, we're right at the cusp of CES 2019, so it's going to be a lot of new technology that's going to be coming out, video cards, possibly CPUs, and, well, things that make gaming cool. So there's a lot of stuff I want to touch on, and I won't do it today because today it's more of a State of the Union address. But more than anything, I wanted to thank our listeners, I wanted to thank our fans, I wanted to thank our readers, anybody who consumes content over at theouterhaven.net. I also want to thank the PR firms that worked with us throughout 2018, in 2017, because I didn't do that before, as well as all of the other companies, the developers, all the people who make podcasts, all the people we've met at events like E3 and PAX and Comic-Con. You guys and gals are what help make us, the Outerhaven, an interesting place. You're the ones who make us see that there's a lot of stuff going on that we may have missed. You're the ones who help us keep going and doing what we do on a daily basis, because you gotta remember that this is something that we do on the side. This is something that we do as a hobby that's turning into more of a professional thing. All of us have 9-to-5 jobs, you know. We're teachers, we're editors, we work in IT, we work with children, we have various different jobs. So this isn't a 9-to-5 grind. So we take time out of our busy schedules to do this because it's something that we're passionate about, it's something that we love. And we love the fact that these companies are taking the time out to talk to us, to help us, and yes, even to provide stuff such as review codes or hardware, or even just talking with us. It makes a big difference from a small site who never thought that they would get anywhere, and we're still here. We've just give you guys a quick example. We've hit over 1 million page views. We're now averaging anywhere between 130 to 150, maybe even 160 on a good month, 1,000 visitors a month, which is really great from when we started, when we were only getting a couple hundred to a couple thousand a month. So we've grown exponentially since we started many years ago, and there's definitely a lot more room for growth, but we're getting there. We're not a big site, we're not sponsored, we don't have anybody paying our bills. This is all coming out of our pockets, and again, it's something we enjoy. So I want to thank everybody who's helped make this site great. You know, again, everybody from the outside as well as the staff here. We have some amazing people on our team that day in and day out bust their behinds to talk about stuff, to write about stuff, even when they don't really want to do it. So I appreciate everybody's contributions here in the Outerhaven. We hope that 2019 is going to be yet another amazing year. So we're going to keep pushing on that. So I wanted to get that out there. Everybody deserves that. A great big thank you from me, the editor-in-chief of the site. That said, there's a lot of games coming out this year. There are a bunch of games coming out early this month. I won't talk about those just yet. That'll be in another show. This is more, again, like I said, State of Union. So things that we're looking forward to in 2009, obviously, other than getting our hands on some great games, is anime. There's a lot of cool anime coming out this year. And again, we'll touch on that on another show. We will be getting back our Outerhaven podcast, but it won't be called the Outerhaven podcast. We're not exactly sure what it's going to be called because we're still brainstorming. We're still working on it. And we'll let everybody know when that comes back. But it definitely will not be called the Outerhaven podcast. That's done. We thought the name was silly, and so we won't be using that anymore. Other than that, we've always wanted to get various guests on the show. Guests from the anime, guests from manga, guests from the video game industry. And that's what we're going to be doing this year. We're going to focus on that as well. We want to try and have at least one guest a month. More than one would be awesome. So if you're listening to this and you want to make a guest appearance and you work in either anime or video games or manga, and when I say work, I mean you deal with it, you touch it. You could be an independent writer, you could be a freelancer just like us. That's fine. We're all about having guests on. We want to hear from you. We want to get a unique perspective, something that maybe out of the box, or something that we just didn't think about, or even maybe you agree with the stuff we talk about, or maybe you disagree. It doesn't matter. So if you're hearing this and you're interested, please come to our site and just contact us, let us know that you're interested, or just go to tips@theouterhaven.net and go, hey, I want to be on your podcast. That would be amazing. So we've got that. We do have plans to hit up a couple different shows this year. We're still undecided, but PAX East 2018 is definitely one of the shows we're going to. Not exactly sure if I'm going to make it to E3 again this year because PAX is going to drain majority of our money, and like I said, we don't have a sponsor. But if you're one of those media companies out there, or PR companies, or developers that want to have us come out to your event and cover it, and wouldn't mind helping us, that would be awesome. If not, we understand. Not everybody has infinite amount of money to help do that, which is great. Other than events, that's not really much we have planned right now. I mean, again, 2019 is still very early, it's still very young, and we're only the second day of this. But again, I just wanted to let everybody know what some of our plans are. Those may change, but likely we're not gonna deviate from what we want to do. We want to make 2019 the year of focus. So right now, like I said, we're brainstorming. There are a lot of things that we really want to do. Oh, also staff. We're bringing on more staff. We have to bring on more staff because we're growing and we're running into growing pains. And yes, this is a volunteer only. We don't have any paid positions just yet because we're still working on bringing in money. That's kind of a problem. That's been a problem for quite some time. But the perks that we offer, the perks that we have available are pretty cool, and I think that most people may enjoy them. I mean, hell, you get to go to some events for free, you get to get access to cool stuff for free, and you get to hang out with us. I mean, what's not to like about that, you know? So again, if you're interested about that, we will be posting the jobs that we have coming up very soon, or you can just reach out to us at tips@theouterhaven.net and just say, hey, I'm interested. What are you guys hiring for? Right now, I can tell you that we're hiring for our anime department, for news reporters and or reviewers. We're hiring for our TV and films department, for writers, and our gaming department. We want to grow that. We want more people to talk about video games. We want more people to talk about daily news. We want to do more in-depth editorials about the gaming landscape, you know, PC gaming, Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, Switch, all of it. We're not about focusing on one particular brand. Excuse me. We want to focus on the entire landscape of gaming. So if that sounds like something that floats your boat, definitely hit us up and let us know. That said, that's not all we have planned, but for now, we're going to keep a lot of stuff under tabs because we don't want to talk about too many things that we're working on and then they may not come to light, which would be somewhat of a disappointment. So we won't do that. All right, so that said, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about some of the games that I'm looking forward to in 2019, but I figured I got a couple more minutes before I have to take my behind back to work. So let me go ahead and talk about that. So yeah, there's a lot of games coming out this year. Anthem, I'm looking forward to that one because I'm a big fan of Marvel's Iron Man and War Machine. I'm a big fan of The Division and a big fan of Destiny. I love loot shooters. I love sci-fi. I love mecha. I love cool designs and alien worlds. And this one looks like it's going to fit the bill for all those things rolled up into one neat package. I've been following Anthem for a while now, and yeah, there's some things I'm not really liking about it. And yeah, I didn't get the chance to play as much as I wanted during the the alpha. So hopefully when the beta comes out, I'll have a lot more time to play Anthem. But so far it's looking like it's going to be a game that's going to take a majority of my time when it gets released in 2019. Hopefully the team behind the game, BioWare and EA, doesn't drop the ball and that it comes out to be an amazing title. Let's see what else we got. We got Atomic Heart, we've got Biomutant, we've got Cold Vein from Bandai Namco. I'm not exactly sure what the heck is going on with that game. We heard a lot about it. I played it at 2 different events, and then they said, "Oh, we're gonna take some time out to work on the game, and we'll let you know more about it later." And we haven't heard anything about Blood Vein, or I'm sorry, Cold Vein. I'm confusing the two games up, which is confusing because they announced God Eater 3 at New York Comic Con after Cold Vein was announced, because we were there. We're talking to Bandai Namco when this happened, and that game has a demo. That game has a release date, and we still haven't heard anything about Cold Vein, so we're not exactly sure what's going on. But hopefully Bandai Namco will let us know that, hey, the game's still being worked on, because I love my anime soul just as much as the next person. Hopefully we get more information about that game soon. See what else we got. We got Control from Remake. Kind of reminds me of Quantum Break, but a lot more, I don't want to say outlandish, maybe more mysterious, more, I don't know. I really don't know how to explain Control. We'll just have to wait. Devil May Cry 5, enough said. Come on, it's Devil May Cry. The Division 2, I played The Division since it first came out, and I did put it down every so often because I wasn't happy with the state of the game. But the last couple patches, they turned the game around. The game is amazing, and I'm looking forward to see what they have in store for Division 2. I've talked to a lot of people, and even some people that have had some hands-on with the game, and they're saying the game is amazing. They can't wait for it to come out. So that's all I really need to hear about the Division 2. Doom Eternal, enough said. I played Doom when I was a kid, when I was in school, when I was in CAD class, supposed to be doing work. We would always sit back and play Doom. I had built my first computer at home when I was a child, so I can play Doom. I played Doom 1 and 2 and all the different WADs. I played Doom 3. I played the updated Doom 2016. I loved every minute of it, with the exception of multiplayer. I wasn't a big fan of multiplayer. So I'm really hyped for Doom Eternal. If there's one game I really want to play this year, Doom Eternal would be that game. Pretty much, enough said. I'm a big first-person shooter fan. I have been for years, and I can't wait for it to come out. Gears of War 5. Looking forward to that because we get to see the story of Kat, to see what's going on for her mom and her grandmom, her lineage. It's just going to be an interesting ride, and hopefully they take a lot more chances in this one than they did in Gears of War 4, because I thought they played that game too safe, too close to home. It was a great game, but it didn't take any chances, and I'm hoping that we see more of them risking it all in 5, and hopefully leading towards the conclusion of the trilogy in 6. Kingdom Hearts 3. This one is kind of weird because I'm not a big fan of the Kingdom Hearts series. Now, when I say that, I mean I like the story, but I've only watched people play it from afar. I've never completed any of the games, so for me to say I'm looking forward to this game, it's kind of weird because I am, but I won't play it until I beat the other games. Unless somebody comes out and says, well, you can play Kingdom Hearts 3 and not have played the other games. Because if that actually is the case, then I'll play it. But if I need to know the entire story of the game, maybe I'm just going to pass on it for now. We'll have to wait and see. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. This came out of nowhere. I was a big fan of Ultimate Alliance games. I'm going to play that. I'm a big Marvel fan. I love my Spider-Man, my Luke Cage, my Wolverine, the X-Men. I love it all. I love it all. So for this to come out and exclusively on the Switch, you had me right there. I'll be playing that game. Enough said. MechWarrior 5. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Mecha, Gundam, Robotech, Macross, Gigantor, Trans-OZ, Manzinger, Voltron. I always love these type of things. So this is a game I've been looking forward to for quite some time. I'm glad to see that it's finally coming out, and I will be playing it. See, we got Wolfenstein Youngblood. Kind of torn on that one because Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, kind of disappointed me, kind of let me down. Not exactly sure how this is going to play out because you're going to play as the daughters of BJ Blazkowicz. Not too sure about that, but yeah, they're taking a chance. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. We got Shenmue 3. You're looking forward to that as well. Circle. I know I probably butchered that game. My friends are going to yell at me because I pronounce Japanese games incorrectly. Shadows Die Twice. I am perhaps the biggest Dark Souls fan that many of you people know. And yes, I've never put out any content for it because I suck at putting out content. But I am looking forward to this game. I've been a big fan from Front Software's games for quite some time. I played every one of the Dark Souls. Beat the hell out of Bloodborne over and over and over. I pretty much can't say anything about it. I played the hell out of Kingsfield. And this game, yes, it's going to be a basic hack and slash game. It's not going towards the direction of Dark Souls. However, it kind of feels like, you know, Assassin's Creed. You've got a lot of vertical, what's the word for it? Attacks. You basically you take advantage of the vertical landscape now instead of Dark Souls, which is linear. You basically play it on the ground. This one you have the chance of fighting in the air, fighting on top of rooftops, fighting on the ground, just like you would in a Japanese game, just like you have in Neo, if you ever played that game. So I'm really looking forward to that. Speaking of Neo 2, I know it was only announced at the PlayStation Experience, and we got nothing other than a trailer. I'm not sure if that game's going to make it out this year, but I am a big fan of Neo. I definitely will be checking it out. I would love to get more information about that one. So Koei Tecmo, hey, we need more information about Neo. Rage 2, not really sure about that one. The first Rage was interesting, but it got boring towards the end. Rage 2 looks like it's going to completely drop everything that was introduced in the first Rage, and it looks like more of a Mad Max meets a raid party thing. Not exactly sure about that one just yet, but they have to wait and see. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Holy crap, Resident Evil 2 Remake. I am a big fan of Resident Evil. And yeah, I wasn't a big fan of 5 and 6. I played the hell out of first, second, third, Code Veronica all the time. And I've been following Remake for a very long time. In fact, we have everything you should know about the game over the Outerhaven.net. So if you haven't checked that out yet, you should definitely check that out. Yeah, I can't wait. Capcom, this needs to come out soon. Oh wait, it is coming out soon. It's coming out January 29th. So it looks like I'll have to put in some vacation time at work already. Metro Exodus, played the first 2 games. Love them. I love the fact that we're getting out of Moscow. We're actually exploring the continent. There's a dynamic weather system. There's a night and day cycling system, and we're not confined to the subways anymore, which is great. This is gonna branch the game a lot more. We're gonna get to see a lot more things, a lot more creatures, a lot more of the landscape. I'm looking forward to that one. Mortal Kombat 11. Not a big fighting game fan anymore, but I always like playing Mortal Kombat. I never took the game seriously, but it's a good over-the-top fighting game. So looking forward to that one. We've got Ori and the Will of the Wisp, another great 2D Metroidvania game. The first one, Ori and the Blind Forest, is a great game. You know, I never beat that game. I should probably go back and beat that game. I don't have any notes here. This is all going on top of my head. Jump Force. And again, it's a fighting game. Not too really sure about that one just yet. I'll just have to wait and see. And I think that's pretty much it. I know there's a couple more games that I may have forgotten about, but I'm not going to worry about them right now. That said, folks, thank you for listening to me ranting. I'm going to get myself together, finish my coffee, and then go into work. And once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for helping making the Outerhaven.net what it is today. It was a great year in 2018, and here's looking forward to 2019 to be yet another amazing year. And as always, if you like the video, if you like this podcast, be sure to go ahead and leave a comment below. I would love to know what you think. And why not subscribe to a small channel to help make us a little bigger. Thanks for listening and watching it, and I'll talk to you again later. Take care.